Thousands of families across Florida received an unexpected letter and check from the governor this week.
These days, from gas to your groceries.
We feel it. And with the rising cost of food, many restaurants are finding it difficult to stay afloat.
So many states are finally sending out stimulus checks, and we've added more to the list. Guys, this video is loaded with information on the states that are sending out stimulus checks, when they're sending them out, and how much is going out to their residents. We also have a ton of information on things that are going on in this country. This video has so much you don't want to miss. Hey, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another show. I hope that you guys are having a very great day. Thank you so much for tuning in to the channel that does a lot of giveaways. We're giving away $250 to 2 lucky subscribers. Guys, all you got to do is be subscribed to this channel. And we're also doing a $100 Visa gift card giveaway. And all you have to do is smash that like button and comment the word Visa gift card for your chance to win. And we'll be doing that giveaway tomorrow, so you don't want to miss. So does Joe Biden really have COVID? Or did they say that because he pretty much got up on live television and said he had cancer? Many people are saying he does. Many people are saying, no, he doesn't. They just had to stop him from talking because he keeps messing things up. The White House had to go out and actually correct what he had said because he did not have cancer. So guys, let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. And of course, those of the AOC, or however you want to call their group, getting arrested, and then Cortez holding her hand up, actually being escorted by a cop like she was handcuffed, and then holding her hand up and, you know, saying, hey, what's up to the people? Come on. Is this a joke? Is this just to play the media? What is really going on? A lot of this stuff that they're doing, is it just so that it looks good on television when they're not really protesting? They're just there to make it seem like they are. You know, I really feel like there's some things going behind the scenes that no one's really looking at, that's not really there. Are they really for the people? Are they really trying to stand up for what's right? Many people just don't think so. Guys, there is so much things happening in our country. We know that things are rising, inflation is rising, and yet how do we deal with those costs? Well, one way is by stimulus checks, and you and I both know that everyone could use some extra help. Many people are depending on stimulus checks to get some sort of relief, and yet there still seems to be really no answer. But there are some states that are sending out stimulus checks. But before we dive into that, guys, have you ever wondered that when you go to a restaurant, why it costs so much? Here are some things that are going on with restaurant owners. Let's take a watch.
These days, from gas to your groceries.
We feel it. And with the rising cost of food, many restaurants are finding it difficult to stay afloat. KPRC2's Taisha Walker joins us now from West Houston with that story. Taisha?
Roseanne and Christine, the inflated prices that we're all paying at the grocery store is even more inflated for restaurants.
And I'm like, wait a minute, that's 3 times as much as I was paying in the past.
The Texas Restaurant Association says restaurant owners are paying about 17% more for wholesale food items.
We are having to adjust our prices, but restaurants overall are really only going up about 7%, and they're just sort of absorbing the rest of that.
Melissa Stewart is the senior executive director of the Texas Restaurant Association. She says if you've noticed food establishments raising costs on the menu, it's not because they're trying to make a huge profit.
The restaurants are still absorbing more than half of what their wholesale inflationary costs. They're just trying to navigate through that. So no, it's absolutely that they are not trying to raise a profit margin. They are trying to stay open and serve you under the same circumstances that we all face when we go to the store.
You want the regular spicy or the red pepper, sir?
At Halal Guys and Lane's Chicken Fingers, proteins are front and center. They're also one of the food groups costing Jeff Herbert more at his 8 local franchise locations.
So our proteins, basically. For example, chicken has risen since the beginning of the year by about 35%. Just in the last month, it's probably risen 10% of that 35.
Herbert says they're also experiencing inflationary labor costs too. He says even still, they're trying to eat most of the costs rather than customers having to do so.
That's a strategic decision, and we were fortunately in a position to be able to make where we could give up some of that and focus more on customer service and value proposition as opposed to necessarily making the same money we were making before.
Now, coming up in the 6 o'clock hour, I'll tell you how some of those restaurants are balancing the rising costs of inflation plus supply chain issues. For now, reporting live in West Houston, Taisha Walker.
Wow, there are many restaurant owners that are really absorbing a lot of those costs, and I'm super happy about it because you can't go to McDonald's and spend $15 for one meal, right? I mean, that wouldn't make sense, and it wouldn't be McDonald's. So my hats go down to them. Appreciate what they're doing because, you know, it literally just... it costs so much, guys, and I can't wait till this inflation goes back to normal. So now let's talk about the new states that have been added to the list that are sending out stimulus checks to their residents. Guys, this is so exciting because more and more are jumping on board. So I want to show you because, guys, I'm not here to tell you anything that's not true, but everything that I show you is on the screen so that you can see exactly what I'm saying. So let's dive on the screen. States send out stimulus checks to millions in bid to fight inflation. Several states have either passed the legislation or are considering plans to give additional stimulus checks to their residents. We know that more than a dozen states are sending them out to millions of people this year to provide some extra cash to help with inflation. And here are the states. California with their $1,050, trying to get it out and get people paid this month or next month. Georgia trying to get out $250 for the single tax filers, $375 for the head of the household, and $500 for joint filers. They're trying to get it out this year. Maine giving out the $850 relief checks. New Mexico, they are giving out their 3 payments of up to $1,200. Colorado, they are giving out $750 for individuals, $1,500 for joint in this summer. Hawaii giving out $300 for singles, and then $300 for those who pay $100,000 per year, and couples who earn less than $200,000 per year will receive $300. But if you're a single filer, it's $100. Idaho, $75, and they're trying to get that out this month, next month. Illinois, they're trying to give out $50 for single taxpayers, $100 for couples. Families can get up to $300 per dependent, and then $100 per dependent with a maximum of 3. New Jersey trying to give out $500. They try to get things out by July 2nd, so that way you get it this month. Indiana, $125 per taxpayer. Virginia, $250 per single taxpayer, $500 for couples. They're trying to get it to you by September. Delaware, they got $300 per adult resident or $600 for married couples. They're trying to get it out this month, next month. Massachusetts hasn't been on the list much, but they're giving $500 payments, and they're trying to get it out to as many as individuals. They've tried to get things out by June, but it's been delayed, so they're trying to get it out in the next month or two. New York, homeowners trying to get them paid with a homeowner tax credit rebate, still working on that amount. South Carolina trying to send out $800 by the end of 2022. Kind of wish they would hurry up. And I love it. Florida has finally joined the list and trying to give their residents $450 per child as part of the governor's new budget. I love it, guys. They're literally trying to help so many people out. Minnesota's governor is trying to send $2,000 checks to all joint tax filers who earn up to $273, single filers who make up to $164,000, annually. And then guys, there are many other states still in the works. There are several states who are trying to get things passed within their own area to figure out, okay, how much in our budget can we give to our residents, like low income, those on a fixed income, those that are struggling. You know, looking at the matter that we're in, the problem that we're in with inflation, many people, millions of people are needing assistance to get some relief with this groceries and daily essentials. So guys, if you found this information helpful, go ahead and smash that like button. Tell everybody about the video, that True Life Investing has got some information concerning stimulus checks. And guys, I wanted to leave you with one more video of things that are going on in Florida. I'm super excited. Florida finally jumped on the list. So here's what they're doing. Check it out.
Thousands of families across Florida received an unexpected letter and check from the governor this week.
I was thrilled. I really was.
Nadare Salim is the CEO of Children's Network of Hillsborough County. That's the leading nonprofit that manages the county's child welfare system. This week, her clients, parents who've adopted or provide a safe and loving home for thousands of children, will receive a bit of a thank you for their work.
When our families step up to take care of our kids, they don't really ask for much, and there isn't much given. And this goes a long way. I was just so excited to hear this. And it's a nice chunk of change. You know, it will have a positive impact.
That chunk of change equates to $450 per child. The checks are part of the American Rescue Plan. The $1 billion Federal Relief Act distributed millions in funding to each state to help families in need. During an appearance last week in Tampa, Florida First Lady Casey DeSantis spoke to the state's decision to send out one-time payments to certain Florida families who could really use the assistance.
$35 million within that budget will then go to support our foster and adoptive families, our single moms across the state.
Some 59,000 families are eligible to receive the checks. Those who qualify also include foster parents, caregivers, families receiving temporary assistance for needy families, also known as TANF cash assistance, or members of the Guardian Assistance Program.
You can imagine when families are responsible for multiple kids, the burden of providing everything for them just really adds up.
While families can spend the cash however they choose, the checks will arrive in time to take advantage of the back-to-school sales tax holiday beginning July 25th, which should make a huge impact.
Some of our kids attend schools that require uniforms, and as you can imagine, that's pretty expensive. And just supplies, everything has gone up in cost. So what it used to cost families a couple of years ago is substantially gone up.
And qualifying families do not need to apply. The Department of Children and Families says it has already mailed out the checks directly to recipients, and they should arrive within the next week.
Okay, I'm sure we may have some questions after the following, but we'll see how it goes. Kelly, thanks very much.
Guys, I love it. I'm so happy that Florida has finally jumped on board to do something. I've seen several comments from you guys asking about Florida. Now, the next state needs to be Texas, or let us know which state you are in that needs to send out stimulus checks. Guys, again, thank you so much for commenting, for watching this video, for supporting, and thank you for letting us know how much gas is in your area. So far, the highest gas price that we've seen in the comments is from Hawaii, which is $5.89. So if you're in a state that can beat that, then let us know down in the comments below. Again, don't forget about all the giveaways we're doing on this channel. Guys, we want to give back to say thank you for all that you do. We love you, appreciate you. Hope you continue to have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'm John Miro. Peace.